Hello all. So this lesson we're going to look at nervous system and hopefully all of you are safe and well. This lesson will be quite interesting because you'll be able to see the role nervous system plays in our body and how our body responds to different changes around us. Because we're going to look at basically how the sense organs operate and the role they play in this. Okay, so how do our body detect changes? So what I mean by this, say for example, how does your body know it's hot outside? How does your body know that you're feeling pain or you hurt now? How does your body know that it's cold outside and you have to wear jackets? How does your body know that different changes have happened? So what is the main thing which lets you identify this? Okay, now the nervous system comprises of three major components here. Okay, brain, spinal cord and nerves. So brain, if you imagine a computer and you have a processor in the computer which processes all the information, brain is a processor. So brain basically will process the information. I'll give you an example. Say if you accidentally touch a candle, okay, now how do you know that it's hot and you will move your hand away from it? Now the way it works, the way body works is the pain receptors in your hand, in your arm, they will sense that it is hot, okay, and they will send a message via spinal cord to the brain. The brain will process this information and brain will send information to these nerves. You can see green ones here, and when the message goes to this green nerve here, and the message will be that move your hand away from candle, you will move the hand away. So these three components play a very crucial part in here. So brain processes information, spinal cord sends the information to brain, and the nerves will send this information to the organ, the part of the body, and that part of the body will respond in that sense. Okay, so this enables your body to control. You need to control your body, so you can control your body and you can adapt to different changes. If you go to a hot weather, you'll be able to adapt. If you go to something which is very cold, you'll be able to adapt. Okay, your body will sense. Okay, right. So what is stimulus? You must have heard of this word stimulus before. Stimulus basically is something which changes, brings about a change. So light is a stimulus. Okay, so if it's too sunny outside, you know what to do. You might put sunshades on it. If the sound level is too high, you might want to put ear defenders in your ears, or you might want to go out of the room. Okay, touch, if somebody touches you, you will detect that change and you will either touch them back or either you will move away your hand, okay, depending on yourself. Pressure, okay, same thing. Pain, if you feel pain in your body, okay, you will take some medicines, etc. So your brain responds to that. Chemical changes and also change in positions, which we'll look at later on. So all change in temperature, like I said. So stimulus, you need to copy this in your book, is a change in your environment which you need to react to. So change in the environment, temperature, light, pressure, chemical changes which you need to react to. So your body reacts to that change. Okay, so how do you detect this stimulus? Now, luckily we have 5 different organs, you can say, which detect these changes. So eyes will detect the change in the light, ears will detect when it's too noisy, nose will detect the change in the smell, taste, etc. So smell actually, tongue will taste receptors, skin will also detect changes with the temperature change. So all these will detect changes in your environment, and these organs have something called receptors. Receptors are groups of cells. Please copy this in your book. Groups of cells which are sensitive to stimulus. So they will detect a change in temperature, a change in the other features, environmental effects, and they will detect that in your body. Okay, so this is a summary. So eyes will detect the light change, smell, nose will detect that, taste, your tongue will detect, touch, your pain, temperature and pressure, and your hearing. All these sense organs will detect changes around you. Okay, so I'm going to show you a worksheet which I want you to do, which I'm going to put on for you now. Okay, hopefully, hang on a second, it's coming up. This is the worksheet, if you can see. Okay, let me make it full screen. Okay, there we go. So the nervous system. So I want you to complete these questions. The central nervous system coordinates what? You can find some information from internet. The word banks are there which you need to populate. Okay, I'll leave this on for you here. What is a stimulus? And provide some examples. Some sense organs. Sense organs contain receptors. What are receptors? And then I want you to find a face, and I want you to label all the stimulus which we have around us, sensitive organs. Okay, so I'll put this on for you again. You can pause the video here and you can complete this worksheet. It's very easy to do. Okay, I'll slowly go to the next screen. Okay, right, so we'll end it here. Have a nice weekend and enjoy the nice weather around you.